Saturday in the studio, come on in. Lisa and Dave, let the fun begin. Grab your stamps, your paper, your glue. We've got crafty inspiration just for you. Colors and layers, memories to keep. Laughing and creating joy runs deep. Cards and pages made with heart. Let's make some magic. Let's make some.
Go. Good morning. Welcome to the Stamper Studio. My name is Lisa Schmid, and I am a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator. Oh, excited to be with you here. Today. I don't know about you, but I had 2 weeks off from school. Obviously, the first week we're getting ready for Christmas, hanging out with the kids, doing all sorts of fun things, and then the second week we actually went to Minocqua, which is in northern Wisconsin, and pretty much did nothing. Like, I had my little nest set up where I was knitting and where I was making a book nook of a coffee shop. So I was like, it totally in my element. Loved it, loved it. It was snowing and it was beautiful outside the window. And now we are at the Refuge Little Falls with some friends. So a great way to end our week or end our vacation. Are you going to be able to bring this on? Because I still can't see.
Okay.
All right. I want to show you something, a new set today from the mini catalog, which starts on Tuesday. Tuesday is the 6th. Yes. So it starts on Tuesday, which is super exciting because we've been showing you things from this catalog. If you don't have the catalog, please let me know and I can get that to you because I'm pretty sure they've been delivered. So if you don't have one, make sure you let me know. Okay. All right. Let's go ahead and get started. And I'll show you some really, really cool things from Easter Joy on this snowy day. Great to show you some pastels and some fun things. So first I'm going to start with the Designer Series paper to show you because it is beautiful. So the Designer Series paper, Easter Joy, name of the suite, Easter Joy, is right here. And this is, look at how shimmery it is. Shimmery, shiny, look at that.
Nice.
Woohoo! Isn't that great? I'll show you the back sides in a moment because the front sides are all shiny and shimmery. So here's another one. There we go. Awesome. And here's another one. So like everything is shiny. I don't know, a special kind of paper. I've not seen this before. Look at that spring.
It's sort of like glossy photo paper.
Yeah,
almost.
it is actually. Look at that beautiful spring. It has peach pie and pretty in pink and balmy blue, and it has the shy shamrock. And then look at that one, which is a similar pattern to this. This just has that blue background. Well, I guess it's not exactly the same. It's
Hi, Mary Jo. Hey, Diane.
All right, let's look. Oh, I forgot the one.
Morning, Tanya.
Other one that I really want to show you. Look at this fun one. So this one you can just cut out and use this as a background. How fun is that? So there's this one, and there's this one that you could easily pop a bunny in. This is the one I'm going to use today. We have a second one similar to that one on the top, but the sky is a different color. There's this one with a green mound and a beautiful background, and then there's one of these, another one of these. This background is balmy blue, and this one's more pretty and pink. All right, would you like to see the backs? Because the backs are really pretty too. So crumb cake is another color that's here. Okay, so maybe that's, you'd like, well, that's not that pretty. It's fine, it's pretty, but look at this one. How pretty is that? With all the little Easter eggs and flowers and tulips. Here's another crumb cake background. And we've got a balmy blue background with Easter bunnies and Easter baskets. This one, I love plaid. This reminds me of something we had a while ago, as well as this does too. Look at how pretty and how cute those are. Aren't those fun? All right, so that is just the Easter Joy Designer Series paper. Let me show you the stamp set, but I have more paper to show you in a moment. So this stamp set, obviously called Easter Joy, but we've got Happy
Easter basket.
Easter basket, sorry, Easter basket. Thank you. Happy Easter. Easter's on its way. Hello, spring. I like that. For you. And then it's got all these cute little, look at that little chick. That cracks me up. It's very cute. An egg, a bunny, obviously that carrot, tulips, flowers, and then two different bigger bunnies. So those are adorable. But then we also have the dies, obviously, to go with it. And the dies are also called Easter basket. And if you see, it has an Easter basket in it. So the
Hey,
dies are
Tina. Hey, Sandy.
the dies are really fun because the Easter basket, I'm going to show you this one today, so I'm going to leave this out. So the Easter basket has these pieces that you can weave through it. Okay, that's really fun. So let's set that aside. It also has grass. It has a little scallop that you can use on the Easter basket. And then, of course, we've got the dies for all the stamps, in addition to some bonus dies. So tulips, a flower stem, and then this bow. So all of these plus the little bonus dies. All right, I got to come back to some paper before I move on. Woo. So this paper is in the suite, and this is called Pleasant Patterns. This has no back, it's just white. But look at, talk about shimmery and shine. My goodness. This one is like holographic, kind of, because you've got the pink, and then there's a little bit of a darker color. It looks sort of holographic. And then you've got this one. So much shimmer and shine in one space, I can barely stand it. The other paper that I'm going to use is called Shimmery Pastels. Pastels Shimmer, Pastels Shimmer. And look at these. These are so fun.
And remember, all of these are going to be available on the 6th.
On my Tuesday. So, but these shimmer pastels, I just think are really fun, and they are, just double-sided, same color on both sides. So, lots of fun papers. All right, you ready to get some stamping going here? Let's get out our first card. Actually, I'm going to show you. Yes, we'll start. I'm going to start with the Shy Shamrock. We're just going to fold that in half. That's our standard half sheet. And grab our bone folder and even that out. I don't think I scored this one, which is why it made it a little bit trickier to fold. There we go. I am going to put on this just a little strip of this paper with the green, the Shy Shamrock. I'm going to bend it. Can you see it's bent a little bit? It's really thick paper. I'm going to bend it a little bit the direction I want it to go, and then I'm going to glue it on. So I have just a 2-inch by, 2-inch by, there we go, 2 by 5 1/4. So I have a little edge on all sides. Even just that, oh, it's so pretty. So you might glue this down with like regular glue, with the Tombow glue, because I can see that's going to hold it, but I can see the edges popping up a little bit. Still really cute. Okay, on this one, I was thinking I am using our textured notes dies, and I love these because each of the rectangles has a different texture on the border. So it's just a really nice, just has lots of rectangles with lots of different textures, which I really like. So I am going to use this one, and we're going to put it right here. And I have lots of Easter baskets. So I'm going to pause for a moment and show you some Easter baskets that I die cut out. So I started by die cutting out just the crumb cake. Okay, just the crumb cake basket. And I think I'm going to put them on here so you can see them well. There we go. Just the crumb cake basket. And then I wove through just 2 pieces. I didn't weave through so many. I just wove through 2 pieces, which you could put here, or you could put in the middle, just both in the middle. Not too difficult to weave through just a few, like that. Scooch those up. You could weave through different colors. Of course, I still need to cut the edges, but you see that, how the weaving, isn't that fun? So there's one that I could do. I just cut out a plain basket. So that also is totally cute. Very, very fun. And I die cut out another basket just to say, oh, look, we can just do a wider strip. Remember, I haven't cut those edges yet. So we could just do a little bit of a wider strip there, or at the bottom. I kind of like the middle. And then I did go ahead and weave an entire basket. Not going to lie, that took a little bit of time. It's okay. Sorry, I do need to find that, though. It's here. I will show it to you when I find it. I'll come back to that one because it'll show. Oh, I see it. I'm like, it'll show up. Here is the basket that I wove through all the pieces. So let's look at this one. Move that over. Move that over. Look at that. So wove through all the different. I used 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, 5 of them. And I was thinking, as I was weaving, I was like, oh, that'd be so cute in different colors. And same like with this one, it would be cute with like a yellow and a blue and so many things. In addition, the little scallop, look how cute that is on the basket. I mean, you could put it anywhere on that little, on the little edge of the basket. So cute. Now, when you die cut this out, there happens to be left what looks like half an egg. I was like, oh, wait a minute, time out. That absolutely is an egg because when you put these together, I'm like, that's an egg. That's an egg. So I have these, and then of course I have ones from the pink and the yellow, which is kind of funny. And I had cut out 2 pinks, so I actually have another pink. The reason I'm telling you all this is I'm going to use this on what we're making. So I'm going to set all that aside. My goodness, so many fun little things here. So I was thinking the egg would look very cute with our little bunny just popping out his head. Just a little bit of our bunny. We might even cut these a little bit smaller. And if we cut them smaller, yep, I think they will still line up. So I'm going to do that. I'm just going to trim them with some scissors here. I know I don't usually do that, but let's go ahead and trim our egg so we have a little more space for our bunny to pop out. Or the chick, I don't know. The chick is kind of small, I feel like, for this big egg. So I'm going to use the bunny popping out of the egg. So let's grab our little bun and see. Even better would be if there was a little brad here so this could move. Maybe that is a little big. Maybe we'll do the chick. We'll have to see which one we think will fit better. The chick is super cute. We could do the chick. What do you think? He's pretty small, but I think he could be cute. Or we could use the small bunny. Maybe we'll use this guy. I don't know. We're looking and seeing. Sometimes you have to look at things and play with them a little bit more to see which one.
Let me ask, are there any suggestions on making the weaving easier? So what's the easiest way to weave?
I'll show you actually. Can I come back to that? All right, I'll show you that. Let's go ahead and stamp this little guy. I think he will look, I just am, whatever. We'll stamp his head. I don't know. I can't decide because the egg is really small for him, right? He wouldn't be in an egg that small. So I'm going to stamp this guy's head. I think that's where I'm going. The little one?
Yeah.
Sure. Now I can stamp on top of this because the other side is also shimmer, right? So I can use one to use as a guide. So I'm going to do that and stamp his little head right there. I'm going to pull that out. Okay, so there's the little bunny head. Purposely didn't stamp it all. And we'll put that there. We'll put this. This is going to have to move though. I don't know, hon. That was my idea. I don't know that it's not really, maybe just half an egg. It's not really coming to fruition the way I saw it, but that's okay. You like half the egg? All right, well, I'm going to stick this down first and maybe half the egg is better there. All right, and then we'll just pop this guy up. So he could have been up a little higher, but that's okay. All good, right? All good. So I just started playing with this week, but this is one of the sets that I will be able to show you in our Super Stampin' Weekend, right? Super Stampin' Weekend, that's what it's called, which is coming up February 6 and 7. And it's going to be amazing. Gonna be amazing. Okay, there's our little bunny. Is there any way we can make this move? I don't think so. All right, so we'll do that. And then I think we just need to color his ears with a little bit of pink and maybe his nose. That's all I'm going to do is the ears and the nose. I would use Pretty in Pink, but the color I have here at the refuge, oh, this is Pretty in Pink, the dark one. Well, what do you know? I'm going to color the outside. Oh, for handy. Well, it looked different than this pink, but it's pink. It's cute. Oh, I guess his little ear here. I'm going to color that too. And his nose. Doop, doop, just like that. All right. So then we're going to put a phrase up here, but of course we're going to decorate it just a little bit. Let's put our phrase. Let's go ahead and put, let's find our, I want to look at the phrases on our, here. I think Easter's on its way would be a cute one for that. And I think it would fit nicely there. Easter's on its way. Here we go. Easter's on its way. All right. Let's go ahead and put that where our bunny was. Easter's on its way. And I'm just going to stamp that in. I think I'm going to go in the green. Maybe just in black. I'm going to stamp it in black. Such decisions. I know it's hard to make so many decisions. All right, we'll just stamp Easter's on its way. I'm going to stamp it off first on a separate piece of paper because I haven't stamped it yet, and I want to make sure it comes out nice and clear. Sometimes when you use it the second time, see how this one is maybe a little bit faded? The second time comes out better. And since I've done my sentiment second instead of first, much better. All right, so there we go with that. How cute. Easter's on its way. Now, I think we should add a little something here. And we could add this color. This is our peach. But I think I would rather add some of our ribbon. The ribbon that comes in this set is this blue gingham, balmy blue gingham. I better cover up that ink. Did you see the ribbon almost touch the ink? Balmy blue ribbon. We'll just put a bow right there. It's so cute. I have one more thing. I'm going to show you a little accent or embellishment that is so cute. So hopefully you signed up already for our Super Stampin' Weekend. Yeah, it's 9, count them, 9 make and takes that you get, and 9 hours of so much fun. Like a mini convention. Okay, that's a little big. Let's make it smaller. All right. I just want to tell you my next card is a little bit more. This is okay. What do you think, Dave? Yeah? Okay. I do think a little brad would be fun. I like moving things. So I'm going to put that, it almost looks like it's on the bunny, but we'll just go ahead and stick that there. I'll call it good. Grab a glue dot here. I love spring colors. My birthday's in the spring. I don't think that's why I love spring colors. I think after the winter, because the snow is pretty, but then when the snow goes away, then it becomes brown. Lots of brown, which I'm not excited about. There we go. I think I'm just going to go with that. I do have a couple of embellishments. Whoa, a couple of embellishments. Let me clear off our space here. Look at these embellishments. They're little eggs. They're eggs and dots. Okay, so these are called Easter assortment, appropriately. I'm going to leave it on the white so you can see it. We've got these little Easter eggs here in a pink check. And then we've got some cute balmy blue and lemon lolly little dots. So I'm going to go with balmy blue since I don't have lemon lolly in this. No need to add another color. And we could, but I'm just going to add this here. And I'm going to put some up here. They're not shimmery shiny, but they're kind of fun. I think they add a little pizzazz, a little pop. There we go. I always like to add things. I love gingham. That's so fun. So there we have it. Easter's on its way. All right. Dave has something for you, and then I have the next level of a card to make for you.
Good. So, as you know, for everything you ever could possibly need, go to thestamperstudio.com. Once you're there, you can see and do everything you possibly need. First of all, obviously, first up, ordering products. As I said, starting Tuesday, you can order all of the new online exclusives and the new items from the Spring Mini catalog. Exciting. I know you already have your wish list going, and you'll be able to order that starting on Tuesday. So further down the page, you will come to, where did it go?
It was there.
It
Oh,
was there.
no, yep.
Super Stampin' Weekend disappeared.
Maybe
So
refresh.
I will get it back there. No, I didn't change it this morning,
Okay.
so. All right. You also can see all of our hosted retreats for the Refuge Little Falls, including the special one coming up next weekend. Next weekend, we have our super weekend. Everyone comes, gets time to craft, gets to stay here at the Refuge, and we make 6 amazing soups together. It happens this week, Friday to Sunday. You can add the bonus Thursday if you want, but you will leave with a half gallon of all 6 soups. So great time to be had next weekend here for Super Weekend. And I will get the link to Super Stampin' Weekend back up on the site.
Yeah, can you, and then you could show us in just a little bit.
Sure.
All right. The next card I want to use, like I mentioned, there's a lot of pieces here on in your visual. Let's move these out of your way. The next one I want to use is this one right here. And this, we'll take a moment in this one and I'll show you some weaving. But let's go ahead and assemble. This is Peach Pie, again with my Shy Shamrock. And like that. Isn't that pretty? It's kind of a lot of shine on that, but I just think that's a really pretty background. So let's go ahead and do that first. And then we will look at some baskets because we're going to do a basket with some stamping and things coming out of the basket. So let's get that centered. There we go. And I am going to use that other glue on this one, but I'm going to see, you can see it's curving again a little bit just because it's thick. I don't know. I think I'm going to see if I can use my bone folder to just gently bend that a little bit to get it a little bit straighter. Okay, I'm going to use my multi-purpose glue. Used to be called mono adhesive, whichever. And I'm going to try using this one this time. That looks really pretty on it too, doesn't it? the little pattern there. So I'm going to put this here, and then we're going to set a block on it, and then we'll be able to look at baskets and then come back to it. There we go. All right, I have my big block. We'll just leave that like that and set that aside. Okay, baskets. So let's pull in some baskets and take a look at what you were asking. Great question. So when you die cut the basket, if you want, you can die cut these fun little pieces. Okay, there's six of them. I almost said 6 or 7, but that's a word I don't like to use. If you know anything about that, as a teacher, I hate it. Just trying to make a little more space for myself here. There we go. All right. So is that in the center there for you? So the basket. So this one has obviously I used a thicker one, but let's go ahead and try using some smaller ones. I have the pink, and so I'm going to weave in and out, in and out. Move it up higher for you. Just in and out, kind of pushing like that and like that. Okay, so there's one, and push that all the way to the bottom, because obviously at the edges it's a little bit harder to weave than in the middle, right? So the other one, sorry, at the top, we'll go ahead and weave this one. At the top, because I already wove one, I know that the very top one is going to be the opposite of this one. Okay, and so I'm going to push down and pull up here like this. Push down and pull up. Just pushing and pulling. The other thing is on Monday, I will make a 3D little basket for you using this basket, which will be super fun. So just pushing and pulling, figuring out a good way to hold it while you're pushing it through. The basket stuck to my arm. There we go. There we go. So it's weaving. It just takes a little bit of time. I don't know. Sometimes I think of stamping like, oh, we just shoot. But this just, if you're going to weave the whole basket, it just takes a little bit more time. So that one, you're going to go to the very top because you want to leave the middle. The middle is going to be the loosest and the top is going to be the tightest, and the bottom. Top and bottom are the tightest. Okay, so then we can weave another one, or you could weave a thicker one in the middle. So, but we'll go ahead and weave this one. So this one would be opposite. So up down, up. I don't know that there's anything, nothing I have found yet to make it simpler other than patience makes it simpler because you have to, and maybe if I turn it over, I can get that. Push it. Paper through. The other thing I did do is I bent the paper because I felt like when it was flat, then it could, you wouldn't notice that it was bent. You just kind of have to keep, you have to have like 5 hands. Just kidding. And up and down. That's why after I wove the first one, I thought, okay, well, what's another way? I mean, the weaving is very cute, but what's another way to use it? And you can use it without anything. Like I mentioned, that one was cute. Of course, once you see it woven, you're kind of like, really like the woven. Okay, so that is 3. I'm going to do one more. Push that one back up. Scooch this one over a little bit. There we go. Okay, and I'll do one more pink. And it's going to be the opposite. So this one is going to be a little bit tight because I already have some pushing up on this side right here. Does that make sense? So let's push that. Once I can get it in, I think we'll be good. Push that in. And it's handy that both sides of this are the same color. I think that helps because I don't know why. I just think it helps because I can just weave it in there. There we go. There's just getting it started. Push. Push. Some of you are thinking, I would never do that. And others of you are thinking, oh, I can already think of all these things I could do with weaving it. It just took some patience. I think if you get it, to answer your question, I think if you get it past, as I'm doing it right now, I'm going to move that one back up. I think if you get it past the paper, the line right there, and then I don't know. I can hear it when it like clicks under it. Maybe this way is better. There's not one way that's better. That's what I mean. So I'm not going to lie, it takes a little bit of time. So this is where this last one is the one I'm going to bend. And I think it's going to be, what's that noise? I think it's going to be okay. Oh yeah, look at that. I bent it and I got it under. I'm guessing if you made several of these, well, I'm going to keep going on my weaving. Something's going on, meaning we're not here. Oh. Okay. Well, I'm going to keep weaving. You can still hear me, right? Keep weaving. All right. So bending it, I'll just explain more. Bending it and popping it under. I heard that little pop, a little click. No, a little click on my, that wasn't weird. That was just on my paper that was trying to click. I'm so glad I don't have to deal with that. I just, let Dave stress out about it while I just continue to weave. Not underwater basket weaving, but basket weaving. Any of you made real baskets? My mom used to make some. I think her sister showed her how to make them. While Dave is still trying to get situated there. So is this camera not on right now? Okay, that's all right. So pushing, pulling, bending. Sounds like I'm doing some kind of exercises. Making it more pliable. And if you want to put 4 or 5, that's where it gets a little bit, I'm wondering, I'm going to try using my take your pick and see if that helps me by having something else to push it. Give it a try. No, not really, unless this one's almost out. Here, I'm weaving, just still weaving. All right, I bent it. I'll show you here. I kind of bent it in the back so that I can try to keep weaving. The other thing I think I need to do is this one's sliding up, so I got to push that one down, make a little more space there. Pull it back a little bit and get it under there. Oh boy, I hear Dave. Oh boy. Oh, that's not good. That's not good. after weaving that full basket that takes a little bit more time, as you can tell, I'm still weaving this one. That's why I said maybe I would do a thicker one. Maybe I would do 1 or 2 instead of trying to weave, or 3 instead of trying to weave the whole basket, because number 4 and 5 are just a little bit more difficult to weave. Unless somebody has a great idea. I could watch a video from corporate and see if Stampin' Up! Has some great idea to do that. Can you hear me or no?
They can hear you now. They can't see you.
Okay.
Still working on it.
Wonder if I weave from either end instead of trying to get one strip all the way through. I'll have to try that. That might be easier. We'll see. Sorry, Tanya. I know you asked that question and
Saturday in the studio, come on in. Lisa and Dave, let the fun begin. Grab your stamps, your paper, your glue. We've got crafty inspiration just for you. Colors and layers, memories to keep. Laughing and creating joy runs deep. Cards and pages made with heart. Let's make some magic, let's make